All right, welcome back. It is late February 1863. Here is relatively clear Virginia, with kind of surrounded by some snow and cold. Not too much happening. We're going to try to destroy a railroad here in Maryland and now what is officially West Virginia, and get back to Virginia. Basically, it looks like the Union's beginning to potentially get ready for a big move on Kentucky and Tennessee. They brought in some more forces, and so I'm slowly upping, trying to increase the division here. Forney's Corps. So Forrest is going to go back, and we do have a sharpshooter unit on the way. Probably, again, I think what could be interesting is whether or not Grant's going to move this turn. I'm going to send Price using boats across the river and then begin to continue on towards Fayetteville. I'm hoping that because this is only deep cold and very harsh weather, that we'll be able to make some progress this time. The previous time we were not. I'm going to leave a militia unit behind. Up here in Kansas, I'm going to send Joseph Wheeler, who's a good offensive general, out here, and we have another general that's coming. The force is mostly healed. Still a few losses here, and then the horse battery. Otherwise, the Union seems to have let us, for the moment, just keep Lawrence. I'm not going to move to Fort Leavenworth, mainly because it just seems like it's really difficult to hold. We're here. It's a little harder for the Union to get to Lawrenceville, or I'm sorry, Lawrence. And right now it's very harsh weather, so we don't want to move. Anyways, out in Colorado, I'm going to send Shelby on to Golden City. Hopefully they'll be able to take it. We're going to try to increase our control of the area. Meanwhile, Baylor's force is continuing to move north on to Denver. That's pretty much it. So let's run the turn and see what happens. Okay, so Shelby did arrive and was able to take Golden City. I'll show you the battle in a little bit. Here's the Pikes Peak Gold Rush. So we make $10,000 per turn by holding this, which is a huge benefit. Really, that's $20,000 a month. That's $240,000 a year, and so that really is going to add up. Baylor's division is going to arrive in 8 days. We actually don't have enough supply, so we probably will take a few small hits this turn. Fortunately, there is a little bit of supply up here, so hopefully this depot will begin to pull that in. The Union is beginning to stir a little bit, I would say. Here's what it looks like here's what Grant's force looks like. You can see that Sheridan's division has also arrived. There's also the 61st Division there as well. So that means they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 8 divisions here. Of course, not all of them are full. Price was able to cross the river and is scheduled to arrive in 2 days. So we'll probably restructure how we're doing the forces here. But Price will be arriving in 2 days, so made pretty good time. The Union's also beginning to do some more movement in Kentucky. You can see they brought in some more forces here, mostly on the margin, but it is beginning to add up. That's a power of now 5,200. So they outnumber us by about 2 to 1. And for the first time in the game, the Union has moved on Stafford and has easily taken it, which makes sense. I mean, So we'll see what the Union is going to do with that. Our first forces have arrived here in Culpeper, so we'll be able to form a division with Stevenson this turn. So that was really all the movement that I saw. I didn't see anything else happen. I just want to see. Yeah, Hooker is still there with 3 divisions, and looks like the Union's moved into St. Joseph here. So, all right, let's take a look at the messages and see. So we have several units, a whole bunch of units trained. There's been a spy spotted in eastern Arizona. So we have a supply wagon on the way, another supply wagon on the way, and then a general. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a depot here once one of these wagons gets here. Let's see what else happened. Okay, so a whole bunch of movement. We were unable to destroy the railroad, and Mosby also did not destroy the railroad, so our railroad attempts were not successful. So Morgan was not able to bring this unit to battle, so we'll try again in the coming turn. Here's where we took Golden City. I want to see, is there any supply there? There's a little bit, 9, and no ammo though. So we're actually out of ammo. I'm trying to see if there's any ammo in the area. Not really. Geez, yeah. So one of the challenges with kind of being out west is like there's not really a lot of ammo produced, so it's hard to get. It's hard to keep. It's difficult to generally keep supplied, but even more difficult to keep ammo supply. So you can see the first one is on the left is ammo. So it's like this is 18. I'm sorry. The first one on the left is general supply. So it's 18 general supply and 5 ammo. Yeah. Okay, we did take the fort here, so we're still kind of just moving out west in New Mexico, trying to take all the forts. All right, we have a whole bunch of forces that are finished. But the boy has been arrested twice. We gained 50,000 through swinging cotton, which is not good, and their inflation lowered by 1%. So not a huge turn, but a couple moves by the Union, bringing more forces in Missouri, in Kentucky, taking Stafford, and then of course on our side we were finally able to get to Golden City as the blizzard stopped. So our income will definitely be increasing here shortly. Okay, see you next time.